So I want to start taking a look at the lighting and the materials as well. So first things first, let's drop a volume resample just to get this going a bit quicker. Resample, there we go. I'm just going to set these to manual a moment. Turn this, not simulating anymore, so I can just turn that off. Set this to, I don't know, 0.5. Okay, and also I'm going to drop a material below that, and I'm going to drop one here as well. So we're going to have one material for the trail from the back of the plane, right, from the tail of the helicopter, not plane, and one material for both the trails of the explosion and the explosion itself. Okay, I'll connect that up in the middle in a moment. Well, actually, I think we can just do the whole thing now. Yeah, should be fine with this kind of resized. So let's make those materials first. Just come into my matte context, drop an RS volume. Okay, and I'll copy that. So let's call one tail smoke. Oops. Tail smoke, and the other one explosion. Simple as that. Obviously we'll come back and configure these later. Just going to work on the lighting for now. Come into the material and just connect them up. So matte, sometimes it doesn't come up there for some reason. Just kind of a weird bug. So if we come in here and just start typing it, there we go. We get the option there, tail smoke, and then here we'll visualize it here. No, so you're still not coming up. Bit weird, but there we are. Explosion. Great, there we go. Let me just double check that we have, no, I don't have it here. So if you're in the same case as me and you don't have the redshift tab, just come up here, click on the object parameters, and there we go, we've got them. Going to delete this light. Okay, and make a redshift dome light, or light dome as it's called there. Before I do that as well, let me just, before I forget, jump in here and in the camera, yeah, make sure we have redshift parameters on the camera here, camera parameters. Okay, I'm not going to do anything in there, but just turn them on. This, I don't think it matters, but we'll drop them in anyway. Just turn that visualizer off. Great. So in the dome light, go into my lights, and then the map, I'm going to go into my into HIP, and then in HDR folder, go ahead and find the one that we sent you. We've got a few here, but yeah, just use the one that we sent you, the sunset. Okay, drop that in. Okay, we also obviously will need some redshift ROP, so just click on this. I'll give us a redshift ROP and make sure it's picking up the correct camera 2 there. What else? Let's make sure it's in a small size for the moment. So redshift, where is it? No, there it is, in main. And let's set it to half resolution for the moment. Okay, so I think that's us ready. Let's make sure we have the redshift tab here, redshift render view, and then, oh, I'm going to make 2 ROPs here. So alt click and drag. I'm going to do one for the tail, one for tail smoke, and the other for, whoops, explosion. In fact, no, I think we'll use the same one. We'll just render. We don't need to render the whole. Yeah, I'll just use one actually. So I don't know. Hellfire, call it that. Okay, and then objects. It's just going to pick up whatever we're visualizing right now. So at the moment it's nothing. Oh, one thing here before I forget: enable background. I'm going to turn that off so we don't actually see the HDRI in our render, and then visualize that. I'm just going to save this, and then we'll hit render and see what we get. Something I always get caught out with is this contribution scale for volume is set by 0 to default, so once we turn that up, we'll start to see the volume popping out there. Okay, set that to 1. And what else do I want to do with this dome lights? Maybe I'll rotate it a bit. Let's see, try 90. That looks good. Maybe we can take a snapshot of that. Okay. All right. Oh, take a snapshot. There we go. So that'll save that. I'm also going to drop in a kind of direction light as well. So let's drop in another RS light. Okay, make sure that's joined in the box into the party. And this is going to be directional light, like a sun. Okay, so again, we're going to light and not forget to go to contribution scale, turn that up. Okay, and change this to distant light or direct. Well, I'll call it dist then, just to be clear. There we go. Okay, obviously it's way too bright right now. Bring down the intensity, something like that. Okay, and let's take a look at the transform. Just going to try rotating here. Trying to kind of match up with the dome light. Okay, something like that looks good. Maybe could I add some color to this as well? So if we come in here to the light, kind of grab a bit of a yellowy color, a bit more orangey, kind of going for that warm color, you know, something like that. Let me just round these values. I'm going to drop this down a bit. 6.3, so you're getting a bit redder there. Drop this down to 6. There we go, that looks nice. Get some nice shadows there, some nice contrast. We're also going to need, so we're going to be compositing this into our scene. So we're going to be having light coming up from the ground here. So let me just take a snapshot so we can see the difference. We should see, so there's the difference already. We should see a difference with the light coming up from the ground. So I'm just going to drop a grid here. And so go into the redshift tab, visibility, and turn off this primary ray visible so we don't actually see the grid. Let's go into just, we'll call it, I don't know, light block. Okay, and transform and just make this really big. And that should get updated. There we are, so we should see a bit more shadows there now. Let's see if we compare. Yeah, so you see the difference there now? Getting the shadows a bit heavier, so that's stopping the light coming up from underneath, basically. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm happy with that for the lighting now. Next we'll go ahead and obviously bring in the shading for the for the fire, to bring out the fire and anything else.